Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Let's try this again. My GoPro is just acting wonky, as usual. And I think I've got the angle or the dangle a little off here. There. Anyway, in 1873, Colt came out with this, the Single Action Army. Well, the Army loved it, and everybody else who got one loved it. And up until the middle of the 20th century, Hollywood loved it and equipped every one of their Western guys with one of these, usually. And it was quite popular. But the problem is, by the way, this one's a Army San Marcos copy of a Single Action Army in 3220. Problem is, as with all good things, the patent on this ran out. And when it ran out, everybody and their brother decided to make a Single Action Army because, hey, people like them. Let's make them. Army San Marcos did a copy themselves. Several other Italian makers made them, and a few smaller companies here in America made them. Some were really cheap knockoffs, but some are quality pistols. This is one. This is a Heritage Arm 22 long rifle. It's just like a Single Action Army, except for one little detail. It has a safety on it. The Single Action Army had no safety, but you can put it in a half cock. I still, if I was going to carry this, there's no way I would carry a 22, but even this one, at the moment, this is the 22 long rifle cylinder. It's got a 22 Magnum in it at the moment. But it works fine, and it's a well-built, fit and finish is good on it, and it's not that expensive. I think this thing cost $150 or so, and I've had it for many years. Well, thing is I used to have a real Colt Single Action Army, and 22 was a buntline meaning a long barrel. Unfortunately, I ran into adverse economic determinism. I was broke, and so I sold it to pay for bills. And I really wanted it back again. I bought this because I was looking for a Single Action Army Colt in 22, but they're just a little bit pricey. Mine was made in the 1960s. I got it from an ex-brother-in-law of mine, my sister's ex-husband. He was an old high school buddy of mine, and decided, well, he was going to get rid of it because he had kids in the house, and he thought, well, I'll give it to my single brother-in-law, which he did. And it was kind of cool, and I shot it for many years, but I bought this to replace it when I couldn't really afford a new Colt. So it's not exactly a Colt. It's nothing like a Colt, but it's a good little revolver. But I decided I really wanted a buntline. Well, I went into my gun shop the other day, and I saw something, and I had to get it. Heritage Arms 22, buntline. Unfortunately, it still has this dang safety on it, but other than that, it's a good little pistol. And that Magnum revolver cylinder would also fit it, so I could shoot 22 Magnum with this, which I carry a 22 Magnum as my backup pistol anyway, little North American Arms one. But this is a company, I think they're in Florida, that make this, and it's a good little revolver. I mean, feels like the grips need a little bit of work. They're a little oversized on the front, but other than that, everything else on this thing fits pretty well. I guess they just didn't spend the time doing that proper, Anyway, it's my latest acquisition. It's not at all practical. It's not a self-defense weapon. This is a range toy. But I'd really like to find something in a little of buntline in a larger cartridge. The only one I've ever seen was a guy named Scott, who has a YouTube channel called Kentucky Ballistics. And he has this custom-made, god-awful, huge, long buntline revolver in, I think it's in 50 AE. But then Scott is used to and known for shooting monster guns of various kinds. And if you watch his channel, he's just, it's always about monster guns. He's fun to watch. But anyway, I just thought it would be nice to try one of these. And this was 169 bucks, I think, which isn't much. And boy, that's sort of a minimal rear sight on this thing. And yeah, it has to be cocked for you to actually look through the sight. But yeah, I haven't taken it out shooting yet, which I'll have to do and report back how well it works. You know, it should work pretty well. This your guard here on the, well, they both are a little loose right there. Huh. Army San Marcos is not loose. This, by the way, is, like I said, I think it's in 3220. I've also got one in 45 long Colt, but that's a Cimarron, I think. And this one was, well, it was not cheap, but it's got color case hardening on it, and it's just a gorgeous little revolver. These ones are somewhat more frugal in their fit and finish, but and everything else. But I just had to have that long barrel. You know, I always like gadget factors in guns, and this is my idea of a gadget factor. Anyway, that's about all I got to say. Happy trails.